So I've tried far more times than I should to do this entire video. This is Ken Hovind's Whack an Atheist from September 11th of 2024 on, quote, Vox Article, which is really a video. It has been the most annoying slog in ever for me. I may just be, after a month solid of this, just completely tired of dealing with Kent's idiocy. But I definitely wanted to focus on this one to at least a degree, and I found the spot where it's brought up because down here we got one of those little info boxes that YouTube likes to generate about the New World Order concept, which means Kent brings it up in this video. And after going through the first half multiple times, then trying to do the second half, only to be met with the same repetitious bullshit as before, I got to the part where he starts going into his little conspiracy stuff, so we're going to focus on that and just coast through the very end of this video for these particular points that I find interesting. You're not missing much with this video. He runs the same usual script stuff. Has to read a Wikipedia summary of 9/11 because he can't just form it in his own words. Shows his real care for the event, I guess. Says that all the military and stuff can come fish at DAL for free. We don't charge for a fishing license. Like that's some kind of real reward for anything. Says a bunch of other usual stupid Kent shit. I mean, definitely give it a watch. Again, the Vox article, Whack an Atheist, if you just want to hear him say more stupid crap. But this is where the real meat of this is and where I wanted to focus. So after this, who knows when it's going to be the next time I tackle Kent, because I'm just tired of hearing his bullshit. I'm tired of hearing his voice. I need a break from this piece of shit. But let's get to this rambling. Again, at this point, he's already watched a video on of vestigial structures and the like, and has just gotten through various comments on the video, and is now just going to go off on a ramble about Vox as a company, and then, yeah, let's see where it goes.
Humans had that, and it was a useful thing. Okay, so they're claiming explanatory journalism is a public good. I agree. We believe that when more people understand why something is happening, we're all better off.
I also want to point out that he looked at these this content earlier as well, like these two paragraphs, these two bullet points. He does that a lot in his stupid videos. He'll show the same screens he's previously shown. Also, in this one, and this was part of why I hate having to skip the first part, but it's just too much to go through, he does that little hand raise, how many people in the audience, blah, 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 like 6 times. And it's like, dude, we don't see the audience. And it doesn't even matter, because that's something you do with children anyway, to get them sort of involved and feel like they're participating in the lesson. And that led me to think, wait a minute. If he does that as a regular thing in groups of adults that may have some kids in the audience, but mostly it's adults at DAL, then his 15 years of high school teaching that we already know wasn't in a high school, nor was it in even a private school, but it was in more of like a group homeschooling kind of affairs, that particular nuance of home/private schooling, that he probably taught younger kids more than anything else. And so he didn't even really teach high school stuff for, as he says, the 15 supposed years. Little things like that you look for in Kent betray the truth of his history.
I agree. That's why on my DVD number 5, I talked about the dangers of evolution. And when they came and arrested me, they said, get every DVD number 5 you can find.
See what I mean? He just immediately goes into his conspiracy bullshit. When they came and arrested me, they said, get every DVD number 5.
They were upset that I was exposing their New World Order plans. That's the real purpose of evolution.
See? It's all a fucking conspiracy. It's all it boils down to with him, is that it's a fucking conspiracy. It isn't about science. It isn't about facts. It isn't about reality. It isn't even about his stupid fairy tales. That's about the New World Order. Because Kent's a complete fucking nut job.
You'll get seminar part 5 for more on that. By the way, they did not get the master.
The master? You mean the MP4 file on some computer somewhere? Also, I'm pretty sure they didn't magically go after, get every DVD number 5. And also, this is what amazes me with these conspiracy nuts, is that they act like this is somehow forbidden information and can never be shared. Kent, how are you still doing your videos if they're trying to silence you? How are you still able to sell the DVDs if they're trying to silence you? They would just confiscate the material, this they you speak of. It's not how things work. It's amazing you've got this all-powerful Illuminati and other shit going on inside of Kent's head, but they seem to be completely inept. It actually draws surprising parallels to his deity, but we won't get into that. Also, want to point out early in the video, again in the early parts that I skipped, he talks about they shutting down his channels and different accounts on services in reference to how his original Dr. Dino YouTube account got deleted. And he says they take it down, but I noticed something. So if YouTube takes down a channel for you violating their rules, it's them taking it down. But if your magical Sky Daddy sends someone to hell for not following his rules, the person sends themselves there. You can't have it both ways, Kent. By your own logic, you got your own channel shut down. So, you might want to rethink yourself. Make sure your thoughts are consistent.
Still make a bunch of copies of it. So if you got some, copy a bunch, pass them out. You want to understand why evolution is being taught? It's preparation for a one-world government. See, if God created the world like our founders said...
And they say that like it's a bad thing anyway. They say like having some kind of universal standard, that can arbitrate things would be a bad thing. They just treat it like it's automatically going to become a totalitarian mess. Probably because that's the only kind of government that these people can comprehend, because that's all they ever fight for. Is totalitarian, authoritarian hellscapes where no one has rights unless you're one of the select few who follow in this bullshit and kiss enough ass.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men are created equal. They're endowed by their Creator with certain rights. Those guys that threw the tea in the harbor thought man had rights that come from God. They don't come from you, king. They come from God.
It really, really didn't. Not in the way you think they do, buddy.
You get a bunch of guys together like that, they're going to throw the tea in the harbor and start a big war against a power that nobody's ever beaten. Hard to beat. Certainly they weren't prepared to beat them. Took a long time. Finally, the British got tired of it. So, the guys...
Remind me again what this has to do with the Bible and Jeebus and all those stories and stuff.
That started this country said, rights come from God. But see, that gives people the attitude of...
Oh, right, that's the connection you're drawing. Again, something they didn't explicitly say that you're interpreting, even though if you actually study the Founding Fathers' views on theology, there's a lot there you're just completely ignoring.
Don't tread on me. I got rights that come from God. And they want to put everybody in a cage and make you part of the New World Order, so you can't have that philosophy. Evolution is a foundation philosophy.
Kent, the only people I see putting people in cages is you and your other right-wing ilk when it comes to people seeking refuge in this country. But what do I know? I'm just some guy who thinks that putting people who want to flee to a country in cages is barbaric.
Philosophy behind what's coming for the one world government. Get my video number 5 for more on that, okay?
Buy my shit. Buy my shit. I'm Kent Hovind. Buy my bullshit.
They say we don't start with foregone conclusions. You sure do. You did on this one.
No, they don't. They're, ironically enough, talking about your crappy-ass ideas. Shit that is so out there and so unsupported by any facet of reality that it's nothing more than a freaking myth and some weird conspiracy theory that some backwater fucknut in Alabama believes.
You've already decided the Earth is billions of years old. The layers are different ages. It's got a Triassic age. Man evolved from a monkey. We used to have a tail. You've already decided evolution's true. You did start with a foregone conclusion. Tell you what, do a program. Let me come on your show, and I'll explain. I'll debate any one of you evolutionists out there.
Debate me in real life, bro. Hovind.
On this Vox channel. Debate all of you together. If I get half the time, we talk about one topic at a time.
In other words, I want to be able to ramble for as much time as you bring up actual facts so I can bore the fuck out of people, and you can't bring up any kind of ancillary evidence that ties into the key point, because people realizing that everything is so well nested that it's irrefutable completely breaks down any ability I have to run my stupid ass script. And I'm aware of it, so I'm going to say it. If you actually wanted a debate, Kent, you wouldn't have those kinds of stipulations. You wouldn't have rules to it. You would just go in and do it. But you don't. You always have those stipulations and rules, meaning you're fucking weak.
And no interrupting. Okay, so Vox, when it's my turn to talk, shut them off. When it's their turn, I'll be quiet. Okay? We're not afraid to make a bold statement backed by expertise and reporting.
Yep, they're spitting facts.
Explore all points of view. Really? Okay, have me on.
There's more to that statement, dumbass. You need to read the whole statement. That's how sentences work. I know grammar is complicated for you since you have limited understanding of English as per court records, but you have to read the entire thing from the first big letter word to the dot at the end. That forms a complete sentence. Subject, predicate, concept, some kind of noun, and something that's acted upon or otherwise information is applied to.
I'll give you another point of view for the stuff that she just said. Help me out, please. Oh, we put facts first. That's a good idea.
Let me read this. I covered this when I was trying to do the original first half of this, but again, that was just such a drag to go through. Empathy and fairness, but we put facts first, as in they will be empathetic to your position. However, the facts don't lie. The rules are the rules, the facts are the facts. When you're messing with the cheese, you gotta pay the tax.
He just said, help me out, please. Oh, we put facts first. That's a good idea. Our guiding principles. We accept that journalists have their own biases. This one sure did, okay?
Yeah, and all through this, where again I would have corrected him and said it was biases, he kept saying prejudice in a way of implying that there is a hostile intent behind the video, rather than it just being statement of fact in a way that the average person can easily consume and be intrigued and and what's the word I'm looking for? Not amused by, but otherwise get into.
And must be aware of them. We work hard to acknowledge our bias and to be fair.
Biases. That has an ES at the end. Can you read, Kent?
And empathetic to all perspectives. Well, good. I'll wait for your phone call. 855-BIG-DINO. I'm extension 3.
Yeah, they have more important things to do than call you. They have actual things to, well, do. And, they could literally just go to sleep, and that's more important than calling you. So, just saying.
If you want to get me on your program or come on my program, contact Joseph or our tech guys, 855-BIG-DINO, extension 4, or text.
Hey, you know how you wanted so hard to debate me, and your guys still haven't contacted me. It's been over a month, Kent. I'm waiting.
Support at drdino.com. So good, I'm glad they want that. As part of Vox Media, we adhere to the ethics guidelines, really. We have core values of integrity and passion will never change. Well, integrity...
This man can't read. I'm not trying to be rude or make an illiteracy joke. This man lacks the ability to properly read a statement. He has gone so far... He's become so obsessed with just looking for keywords and working off of that in a reactionary fashion that he doesn't actually read whole statements to any degree. It's kind of scary, honestly.
Is the quality of being honest. Why don't you be honest and say, we don't have a tailbone that's proof of a tail. We have a tailbone that everybody still uses today. It has 9 muscles that support all kinds of important functions in the body, okay? I'll tell you what they are when you go to puberty, okay? Showing consistent and uncompromising adherence.
More on Kent's obsession with reproduction.
To strong moral and ethical principles. Yay. In ethics, integrity is regarded as honesty and truthfulness. Well, good. Well, do it. Because everything she shared here is not evidence for evolution. This was
except it is, and you hand-waving it away doesn't change anything, and here you go saying prejudice.
Prejudice, already decided. This wasn't education. This was propaganda.
It's not what prejudice is, Kent. The only thing prejudiced here is you, given some of the comments you've made, the jokes you've made, and the ways you've discussed and reacted about other people. And it's not propaganda, it's a summarization of facts. Period.
To support the evolution religion. And
Not a religion.
nearly 40 million people watched it. I think you owe your viewers equal to hear the other side. You owe them that. Honesty. You said honesty, integrity.
There is no other side when it comes to evolution. There's a bunch of weirdos saying, "Nuh-uh, my book says a thing." That's it. You've got nothing. And the only way you can make it appear that you have anything is to lie perpetually about everything you can. Because that's all you've got. It's all you will ever have. And that's all you are, is a liar, a lie, a charlatan, a fraud, convicted felon, a spousal abuser, and who knows what else. Pedo enabler. Scum shitbag of a person.
Let's see. My opinion is this lady is truly brainwashed by the evolution propaganda in our public schools. She probably really believes what she said. Probably does, because she was brainwashed that way.
Yeah, the same goes for your side and your followers, Kent. You know, it can easily be claimed, except, the methodologies employed by religion get them while they're young. The carrot and the stick mentality, the heaven and hell construct. So many other facets are quite literally brainwashing. They meet the definition, as opposed to people just sharing the actual science, which is just basic education. There are differences between the two.
Most of these evidences.
But you think education is brainwashing. So, were you brainwashing people when you taught high school science and math for 15 years? Just wondering. And yes, if I sound kind of bummed, it's because I am incredibly burned out by dealing with this fucker. I'm just so tired of hearing his voice, hearing him say the same shit over and over. He's just outright obnoxious. Far beyond any level that I can tolerate. I work every week. I do the stuff that I feel like doing, trying to enjoy. I got a bit of a niche going on with these videos. Y'all love it. But man, there's only so much Hovind a person can take.
For evolution are either long disproven, or B, examples of losing something, or C, actually great evidence for life forms having a common designer.
Wrong. All wrong. See, A, no. B, it's not how evolution works. The gaining and losing are meaningless constructs in it. And C, no. Just no.
Same guy designed them all. I pray that all of you do honest reporting, and that all the frauds used to support evolution religion are exposed. Okay?
Translation. I'm going to ask Magic Daddy to intervene and make this little subtle thing happen. Even though Magic Daddy already knows everything that's going to happen and has control over everything, but somehow doesn't do anything, and that's what I'm going to do. That's my accomplishment, is thinking magic thoughts. Hovind thinking magic thoughts. Hovind is Jesus. Go and tell Daddy what to do. Hovind.
Get rid of them. Report on all the frauds. Call me, 855-BIG-DINO, extension 3. Watch my video number 4 for all the lies in the textbook. Okay, any more comments or questions?
Okay, well, we made it through that. The tail end. Fuck you, Hovind. I am so fucking done with you for the foreseeable. I'm just beyond tired of your voice, tired of the bullshit you say, tired of hearing you say the same retarded shit over and over, and yes, I dropped the R-bomb, whatever, sorry. Being a complete fucking idiot all the time, arrogant asshole, just an obnoxious piece of shit. I've got more important things to do than to spend my time ripping into your crap, but I take the time because people enjoy the videos, and I'm glad people enjoy the videos, I really am. I just don't have the energy right now. I have to step away from this and take a break. I'll do other stuff when I feel the urge. But for now, fuck you, Kent. I'm out.